Hi Parkview students and parents, my name is Kelly Almond and I'm the Science Department Chair. My goal today is to give you a very brief overview of our 10th grade science course, chemistry, as well as the various levels of chemistry that we offer to our 10th graders, and finally some information that I hope will help you and your child choose the most appropriate level of the course so that he or she is on the best pathway to success as the transition from the freshman to the sophomore year begins.
The traditional 10th grade science course at Parkview is chemistry. We have 3 different levels of introductory chemistry open to our students, which include college prep or CP chemistry, honors, and gifted. Now, there are a myriad of factors to consider when choosing a chemistry level. This includes the student's math placement, the biology teacher's recommendation, the rigors of each level, as well as the work ethic of the student. Please keep in mind that when choosing a chemistry level, that honors chemistry is not easier than gifted chemistry. In fact, our honors and gifted students take the same assessments, they learn the same content with the same degree of depth and rigor. The difference in the levels really lies in the instructional approach and whether or not a student has tested into the gifted program. Students that have tested into the gifted program will be placed in the gifted section of chemistry rather than the honors section. Now, these gifted sections are taught by gifted certified teachers who really work to specialize in instructional strategies to meet the very different needs of our gifted learners. Factor to consider when choosing a course level for chemistry is the math placement. And this is because the field of science, especially chemistry, really does involve applied mathematics. So for the CP chemistry student, the recommended math co-requisite is geometry or a higher math such as Algebra 2. For the honors and gifted student, the recommended math co-requisite is Algebra 2 or a higher math. Now, students that are in honors and gifted chemistry should be extremely comfortable applying mathematical principles in their science class. It's important to note that students who struggle with math typically will struggle with honors and gifted chemistry. A second factor to consider when choosing course level is the recommendation of the biology teacher. This teacher has worked very closely with the student all year and has truly gotten to know whether the student is better suited for the college prep level or honors and gifted level of chemistry. I really urge you to go with the recommendation of the biology teacher. For our CP chemistry students, they're expected to master the topics covered in the AKS without any honors or gifted extensions. There's a high degree of emphasis on the conceptual understanding of chemistry at this level. And because there are no honors or gifted extensions built into the curriculum at this level, content does not have to be covered at such a fast pace. So a slower pacing means that students get much more practice in class over a longer period of time with teacher support to ensure that they're mastering that content. There will be homework about 2 to 3 nights in chemistry, however, at the college prep level, and that will involve students reviewing notes, reading from the textbook, completing any assignments from class that were not actually finished in class, as well as short weekly practice study guides to prepare students for the formative and summative assessments later on. Now, the instructional approach at the college prep level is more teacher-centered with direct instruction through notes, lecture, problem-solving activities, and labs. At the college prep levels, teachers will incorporate inquiry-based activities where appropriate, but there will be much more support and guidance with these inquiry-based activities at this level from the teacher. At the honors and gifted level, students are expected to not only master the chemistry AKS, but also the honors and gifted extensions that are built in. This means that there's also going to be a higher degree of emphasis on the mathematical understanding of the chemistry content. Because students will be learning more in-depth material with a mathematical emphasis, they're going to need to be able to master content at a much faster pace since more content has to be covered. So there will be homework most nights in the honors and gifted level so that students can practice that day's material before learning new content the next day. The instructional approach at the honors and gifted level is really more student-centered with an inquiry-based approach. Students will be doing more of the research, and they will be regularly designing and conducting their own investigations. They'll collect and analyze data, and they'll even communicate their findings through written lab reports as well as other means. It's these lab investigations and activities that are going to assist students really in identifying the concepts that they're supposed to be learning. And the teacher really then acts as the facilitator to work with the students in summarizing what they should have gleaned and learned from these inquiry-based activities. For the CP chemistry student, their summative assessments or unit tests will include both a multiple choice as well as a free response format. The free response format involves students communicating their learning in a written form, and both types of assessments will emphasize application over rote memorization. At the honors and gifted level, the summative assessments or unit tests will also include both a multiple choice and a free response format. However, the free response format at the honors and gifted level will emphasize the AKS honors and gifted extensions, more of a mathematical approach. So just as in college prep, application is also emphasized over memorization. Students that are best suited for college prep chemistry are those who are typically more extrinsically motivated. They may require a little bit more teacher support when critical thinking or abstract thinking is involved. These students may also need more support in learning to be self-directed and independent as the year goes by. Students at the honors and gifted level are typically more intrinsically motivated. They are already independent thinkers, and they excel at math. Teachers at this level work to continue to develop the critical thinking skills that students already bring to the table. Finally, our honors and gifted students should be able to exhibit a high degree of independence and ability to manage nightly homework, long-term assignments, and set deadlines in conjunction with their extracurricular commitments.
I hope this video has provided you with the information and guidelines that you needed to make an informed choice as to the proper chemistry placement level for your child. If you have further questions or just need some guidance, feel free to contact me. I look forward to working with you and your Parkview Panther in years to come.